everybody. Welcome. This is our Coffee with Cool offering. We do this the fourth Friday of every month, and the purpose of this is just to provide an update on the changes that have been made in the CougarVIEW system, their improvements, bug fixes, changes and procedures and processes, and anything that we feel like we want to share and that needs to be heard. So this is our opportunity just to see a demo of the changes and to get more information. And we always have information posted on our website, as well as you'll find information in the e-newsletter that we're sending out now. So I hope you can join us another Friday if you haven't been able to join us today, and we'll look for you.
My name is Randy Garber. I'm the Assistant Director here in Cool, and looking forward to being able to have more people join us and hear about the updates that we're doing each month or that are coming to Brightspace D2L. And yeah, so when you watch the recording, share the word and join us for coffee and donuts here in Cool.
Thank you. I guess we can go ahead. My name is Javed Koech. I'm e-learning specialist. I think at the end of this recording, we'll post it somewhere so that you can have this information as well as actually where the updates are kept. All right, so let's start a demonstration. Let me share my screen here. All right, so these are the general updates. If we can go here, there was one update for assignment tool. So right now, after the updates was done last night. So this should be showing up right now in CougarVIEW. So the new assignment page for instructors will be on by default. Before today, usually when you go there, you will see something like, would you like to use the new interface? But now it's going to be on by default. Let me share the quick screen to show you how it looks like. This is a new interface for the assignment tool. And you can see it's been streamlined. Everything should essentially almost look the same as any other tools. The next one is class list. So there are 3 changes to the class list. So right now in the class list, you should be able to see the total number of users. When you are using the print class list as well as email class list button, they are going to be floating, and the interface should be consistent all throughout your class list. And if we go to communication class list, if we scroll all the way to the bottom, we can see the total number of users at the bottom. And if you use, for example, a print screen. Okay, so that's a class list. New window, when you click either a print or email, you should be able to see your class list there.
So that's a floating window. In other words, it opens up as a separate piece that you could still keep that on the side if you were doing something else in the course, right?
Yes, and you can see the print button all the way at the bottom there. So
Okay.
It gives you a quick access. So those are the changes in the class. Same thing with the email. The next item is copy course component. There's a validation logic step added to the copy so that if you have already copied content from the course and you try to copy it again, it will recognize that and give you a message that you have already copied this content. This is so that to avoid unnecessary duplication of content. I've already copied content from another course. This is a previous common course template. So if I tried to copy again, so copy from common course template, and it was this one. So now I'm trying to copy again from the course, and there it is. The selected course template has already been copied to this course. Are you sure you want to copy again? So it's reminding you because it can see you have already copied content. Next item is discussion. In a discussion tool, there is an addition of a new pattern, replacement of information, and removal of all pattern for consistency. This one specifically, it's for assessment. Let me show you this. So you can see some of the old pattern has been removed, and you can see the consistency, especially if you compare also this one to assignment tool. It's been streamlined, new pattern has been added. You can see these two patterns been added, as well as a new column here where it's showing you the status of the assessment. Everything is streamlined to become consistent. If you compare this to the assignment tool, it's kind of similar in the look and the design. Grades. So now there's ability to sort exported gradebook based on OAK defined ID, username, last name, and first name options. If we go to grades, if you now export, you can see a new option here called sort by. And for this one, you can actually select how you want those exported material to be sorted by. Define ID, username, last name, first name, as well as any other settings that you might want, as well as the regular, user details, as well as selecting what you want to export out. And also, as always, all the way at the bottom, you can see export to CSV, Excel, and so forth. So this item is a new one, giving you an option to sort by as you export the grades. Groups. So there is 4 new items: the self-enrollment, capacity to include the start date and description. Group members can see the description of their group now. Instructor can increase or decrease that enrollment period, where the student can actually go and self-enroll, as well as an instructor can set a start date for the self-enrollment. So this one is a new one. So you have to select group for self-enrollment to activate those changes. So self-enrollment, let's say number of users. And then now you can see here, self-enrollment date. So this is new. Before, you couldn't actually set a date where the student can actually self-enroll. So these are new options. And if you go with regular settings, and then you can see that option goes away. So it's only available for self-enrollment to give the student time, to give instructor ability to set that enrollment date, start and end date. Otherwise, if you select any other options, that option goes away. Management. Now you have the ability to map the level of achievement to the rubric level. For this one, I didn't set this one up because it's really long. It's a long way, but I'm going to show you just a screenshot of what this means. So within, you can see your regular rubric here. Your level of your setting for your regular rubric. What that means is within your outcome, you should be able to map the settings to where that is. And then you can see not yet met. Here you can highlight if the student assessment is not yet met, then that is going to map up there. And if it's coded right there, as well as if it's a mastered level, you can see that setting there. So it's going to show up. So the rubric is going to map to outcome. Okay, the next item is Quick Eval. I think we mentioned Quick Eval right now is a new tool in CougarVIEW that allows you to quickly assess, and I'm going to do a demo later at the end of this to show the new tools. The new changes for January is that instructors can now select items that appear in their Quick Eval list and remove them temporarily or permanently. Okay, so right now you have a new, so before this, it used to be all the Quick evaluation is on one screen. But now you have a setting here that actually can allow you to decide, do you want to fill that by a course? You can select only one course and you can fill that up. You can select the course, which course you want, instead of, it used to be everything in one screen. Now you can select, maybe you want to see the quick evaluation eval by only one course. You can do that. And then by activity, and then by date. This is to reduce the amount of information within that quick evaluation activity that you are going to look. So if you have really a lot of courses, you can quickly navigate between one course to another course to separate your evaluation. So that's a new tool within QuickFL. Quizzes. So now we have a new quiz builder experience option is set to on. And the second item is quiz score and feedback entered in grade can now synchronize automatically with quizzes. It used to be only feedback and grading come from the quiz directly to the gradebook. Now it can go both ways. You can enter the feedback in the gradebook and it's going to show up in the quiz. So let's do a quick demo of this. Or let's do this, getting to know quiz in the grades. Let's select cloudy day here. Let's give the student 100 for that quiz, even though the student hasn't taken that quiz. And then we can also say testing feedback quiz. And save and close. And now if you go to the quizzes, you should be able to see getting to know quiz and the grades. Save it. All right. Quizzes, getting to know quizzes, grades. Okay, and you can also see written here, it's overwritten because it's coming from gradebook. And you can see your feedback there. All right. This item is rubric. Other changes to the rubric. The new experience is set to on. Changes to update grading experience variable is now set to on. Before this, instructors could opt out of that experience. And the third item is users can now share their rubric graded at org level with other units. By now, you can set up the rubric at org level and share it to your organization. For example, like College of Nursing can have an overall rubric set at the department level and share it to each individual courses so that each instructor can use one single rubric from the department. Same thing with the QEB. They can set up maybe a CSU level rubric so that each instructor that uses that QEB rubric within their course can have access to that. It's a great way of sharing the rubric across the entire university. The next item was user management. Limit to personal information field is now set to 4,000 characters. I think before this, it used to be 7,000 characters. We go all the way to profile setting. Personal information character here. All this information is now set to 4,000. Oh, yes, okay. So it's going to, if you have characters more than 4,000, it's going to remind you that, where a message, you can only set it at 4,000 characters. The next item is Internet Explorer is no longer supported as of January 1st. And if you try to look into CougarVIEW using Internet Explorer, you will see this message reminding you that IE is no longer supported, and you can direct you to Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, as well as Mozilla Firefox to use those items. So those were the changes made for January. What I wanted to also to add to this was the new items that we introduced in January. The one I had already shown you was a QuickFL. This tool allows instructors to quickly view, evaluate, and publish feedback to all learner submissions that are awaiting evaluation in one single place. We have instructor guide in our site. You can see the screen interface that you have seen it, as well as more instructions and guides, as well as a video of how to use the tool, as well as frequently asked questions. If you have any questions at all, you can always call us at our number, 8699 and we'll be happy to demo the tools or show you how the tools work. That's a new tool. The second tool that I wanted to highlight is the Pulse mobile app from Brightspace. This tool allows our students to connect to online courses in CougarVIEW as well as in CougarVIEW using their mobile device. It provides notification for due dates, announcement, creates content updates, and much more. And this is the guide for the instructor. You can install on any mobile device, Android, iPhone, and when you are setting up, you have to allow your location so that it can actually try to find your nearest server. And you can select Columbus. If you're using CougarVIEW, you have to use a different URL. Remember, it's https://co.view.usg.edu to access that. And then log in as usual using your credential, and you'll be able to see all your courses pull up, and then you can select your course and enter in there. So this is available for students to download, as well as use the device anytime, as well as for the instructors to, you can use it to access CougarVIEW. So those are the highlighted changes as well as the highlighted tools available for January.
This has been very informative. What I'd like to do is thank you everyone for coming, and hope to see you next month. Remember that Coffee with Cool is every fourth Friday at 9 o'clock. And we hope to continue doing this throughout the year. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Japheth.